Hey, aloha, everybody. So let's see how many people showed up for this one. Takes a minute sometimes for it to register. Are you all seeing and hearing me? Make sure it says I'm live. I want to make sure if you guys are seeing and hearing me. All right, one thing just updated. And you guys can say howdy or aloha or just get to it, Brian. Something like that. That'll work. There we go. Hello and aloha and welcome. So I trust that you saw the first. I'm obviously in my office. I've been sitting out for the last couple months of doing Facebook Lives. I've been out in my living room by the pyramid. And today, I don't know why, I just felt like being here in the office. So howdy, everything's different. And my camera's a little bit further away than my view of the screen. So sorry if I do this a little bit. Just, I'm getting neck exercise and deal with it. So Karen, Laura, Kenneth, Brandis. Hey, everybody. Janet, I see a Facebook user. All right. And Kara, it looks like. Okay, so this time I know that is Kara because Christy, you just commented and Kara commented. So those of you who are watching this on my personal page, my Facebook profile, or on my business page, my fan page, I will be able to see your names when you comment. Hey, Piera, aloha. And those of you that are watching in either of my Facebook groups, if you comment, I will only see Facebook users. So let me show you what this looks like. This is when somebody's commenting from within one of my groups that hasn't given permission to the app. And this is what happens when somebody has. All right. So if you're in one of my groups, you will see a thing that says something like give StreamYard permission or to be able to interact. Please click and give permission. So I welcome you to do that. And let's get on with it. So Janet, Sue, Peter, Rosemary, V. Hey, Dev. Wow, I just saw you a second ago, honey, didn't I? Just like 1 second ago. I want to welcome everybody. And as you come on and do the Facebook niceties and say where you're showing up from, just like Sue just did. See how she did that? Boom. Let's do that. Let's get a feel for our internationalness today. And I know Peter's over in Belgium. And I know Rosemary is in Canuckana land. And Dev is in the kitchen in the next room. So, yeah, man, good to see you, Kenneth. So what we're going to talk about today, I trust that everyone saw the first episode. I didn't know this was going to be a 2-episode show about ending self-sabotage. And hey, Steve, welcome from Florida. Piera in Toronto. Oh, I forgot you were in Canada. And Rosemary says, it's good to see you, Sue. How awesome is that? We got friends here. This is a beautiful thing. Hey, Sarah, aloha. My God, I think I got more Canadians here. Look at this. What's going on? It must be cold up there. And you guys, you're just in. Hey, Michael, aloha, buddy. That's something like my son-in-law there. Might as well be. Hey, Janet, the English nurse in Ireland. You are in the right place, Karen. Okay, so again, I did a live, I guess a week or so ago, about a week ago, I was traveling. And I was really thinking about this topic. When I travel, very often I will go across the country and I will do private VIP days, private one-on-one days with clients who want to wake up and go to the highest possible levels of awesomeness. And so I did private days in Philadelphia and somewhere else. And that happens when I travel sometimes. And when I'm traveling and doing one-on-one day after one-on-one day after one-on-one day, helping people through their deepest issues, something that very often happens, I'll notice themes that are emerging, things that people are dealing with, and I will get inspired to do a Facebook Live or do a webinar and help everybody that wants help with it on that issue. And one of the biggest issues, obviously, it's perennial, the idea and the experience of self-sabotage, not going for what I want. And a very common related issue with not going for what I want is not knowing what I want. So if you have not seen part 1, this will stand alone. What I'm going to do today will absolutely stand alone, and you'll get a lot out of it if you want to. However, to get everything out of this, it'll be more beneficial if you go and watch part 1. And because I am awesome and so fun, I created this post both on Facebook and on YouTube with a link to part 1, just because I'm cool like that. Okay. And thank you. I see some people who are sharing and inviting people on. That is my next statement. This is going to be awesome. And I very much welcome and invite you to help me out in 3 different ways. Unabashedly, unhesitatingly, unflinchingly, self-promoting here. I'm going to be giving a lot of value today. I always aim to give as much as I can. And if you would help me in one or all of these 3 ways, please, when I say something that is compelling, that is helpful, that is beneficial, that is insightful, some way illuminating and helpful for you, if you would click the smiley face or the hearts or the thumbs, it lets Facebook know, oh, this stuff's pretty good. We kind of like this guy. And Facebook will start putting my videos in front of more people. Plus, it makes me feel really good. You know, they like me. I got the thumbs. All right. I've got 31 so far, which is absolutely phenomenal. So keep that up. Hey, Jonathan. Love you, buddy. Second, I was wondering if you saw the whole thing, Johnny. The second thing you can do is comment. But don't just comment to comment, just comment to help me, because if Facebook sees you commenting, Facebook says, oh, they're engaging with that. They like that shit. All right. Sandy just said, I wish I could discover what I really want and not fear doing it. Sandy, if you pay attention today, you're going to find that happening more and more and more. I promise. Just pay attention and breathe and really be tuned in with me today. That's what I'm going to be helping you do. The third thing that you guys can do to help me is either tag people in the comments, type their name in till it highlights, and share this video. Now, I don't expect you to share just to help me. So here's the deal. The minute you feel, wow, this is actually good shit. Now, those of you that know me, you already know this is going to be good shit. So you can start sharing. Those of you who don't know me, like, I'm going to find out if this guy's full of crap. What's up with that hair anyway? And why has he got crystals around? Those of you who you start to see value coming through, if you will share, then I will appreciate it even more. Okay? Got it? I'm probably going to say that 8 more times. So here we go. I wrapped up the last session, that last call, part 1. Geez, man, my words, I tell you what, when I get back from traveling, sometimes I'm a little bit blurry. The Facebook Live that I did the other day about this in part 1, I talked about, and I kind of ramped up and ended with this. Having worked now, Brenda says, how do I figure out what I want? I'm going to be helping you with that. I wrapped up that session with this. There are 5 main areas that I help people. Now, that there's no area of life where I don't. There's 5 main areas, and this is almost universal. And when I say it, you're going to relate. And I'm going to recap where I ended the last session. We deal with that it's not okay to be. Think about all the things that happened in your life, all the things that might have happened in your life that you don't even remember, all the things that happened in your life that taught you it's not okay to be. I don't want to exist. It's not safe here. It's scary here. I can be hurt and bit by dogs and stub my toe and have people yell at me. Not okay to be. Number 2, not okay to be me. It's not okay to be me. Like, it seems like it's okay for them, but when I say myself, when I express my thoughts, when I come out and show my feelings, I get smacked down. I get ridiculed. I get embarrassed. I get humiliated. I get punished. Third, not okay to be me wanting what I want. Oh, shit. The stuff. Oh, I know not to want what I want. I know not to want what I want. Do not. Nope. I'm not going to want what I want, because I know what happens. I know the disappointment. I know that sometimes People get mad at me for wanting anything. Sometimes they punish me. They told me, who do you think you are? Do you think money grows on trees? We're not the Rockefellers around here. How can you be so fucking selfish, you selfish little turd, when we're here suffering and struggling? Don't you see that we're having a hard time? And other times they didn't say it. Yeah, Sylvan. and you know, so just pause with me for a minute. I am here not just to do another live, Facebook Live, YouTube Live. I'm not just here to do that. I'm not just here to talk for 15 minutes to an hour or two. I'm not just here for that. I'm not just here to yap. I'm not just here to even hang out with you, as great as it is to hang out with you. That's not what I'm here to do. I'm here doing this live right now to help you as much as I possibly can. Why would you do this? There's got to be an ulterior motive. What the hell? Why would you do that? 2 reasons. Because I can. I have the time, the ability. I got the internet. I got a cool webcam. And I care. Now, Brian, that's where I'm not sure I trust you, because, you know, everybody's got to have it. You're trying to make money here. You're trying to do something. You're trying to, what's going on? You got to have an ulterior motive, right? Well, then you believe that about yourself in order to believe it about somebody else. So does the possibility exist of me doing this live? Does the possibility exist that it might help me? Abso-damn-lutely. But check this out. You ever heard that we're all one? You ever considered the possibility that we're all one? Have you ever thought about what that means? If we're all one, then the greatest thing that we can ever possibly do is love ourselves and love everybody else, and realize that when we're loving everybody else, we're loving ourselves in the most powerful way possible. Every speck of kindness, every speck of generosity that I put out is absolutely, beyond the shadow of a doubt, for me, going to myself. Okay? Now here's 2 people, just backing myself up here. There's 2 people here who are in my paid programs, and both of them have been very engaged, have come either to Hawaii to work with me or to events that I've done, have been investing, and that's what they have to say about it. Rosemary and Samantha, I love you both, and thank you for that. I appreciate your reflection on that. And for those of you that are new, I mean, this is just weird. He's got to just like give away a little bit so he can sell us the really good shit. Nope, I'm going to absolutely go as far as I possibly can with helping you on this. So I'm going to encourage you to breathe, relax, get curious, and really follow as I say these things. And when I ask you to interact, when I ask you to engage, to close your eyes for a minute, if I ask you to answer a question to yourself or in writing, I recommend highly that you act on it for your own benefit. Okay? Forget about whether it's going to benefit me. If we're all one, then if you did benefit me, you'd be benefiting yourself now, wouldn't you? Okay? So what I want you to do right now, I said, not okay to be, not okay to be me, not okay to be me wanting what I want, not okay to want what I want while I'm me. Now, it might be okay for them to want what they want. And I want to encourage you for a minute now to think and reflect for a minute and see if you can relate to what I'm saying. Is this actually true for you? Maybe like everybody else, you've been sleepwalking for long enough that you haven't even I don't know if that's just even relevant for me. So what I want you to do is think about things that might have happened in your life. Think about times when you were little. And the ultimate question I want to ask you to answer with a comment, please, is this. Thank you, Carmen. I love that, and I appreciate that very much. Can you relate right now to the thought, the idea, or the experience that is in some ways parts of me might feel that it's not okay to be, it's not okay to be me, and it's not okay for me to want? Like wanting leads to pain. Can you relate to that at all? And if you can, just see how transparent you can be as you comment and just say, how is that true for you? How do you relate to that? And what's going to probably happen is one of you will bring up an example, and I'm probably going to use that as an example to help. So what comes up for you when I say not okay to be me, not okay to want what I want? Like, what evidence do you have that it's not okay to want what you want? What kind of things happen in your life that showed you it's not okay to be you wanting things? And I'm going to watch your comments here for a minute. Looks like I've got a lag in the comments, or nobody's cooperating with me. I get so sad when that happens. All right. I witnessed my dad reject my mom and brother for being themselves and wanting what they wanted. I lived in constant fear of the same rejection. Let me show these as I do that. Okay. And I want everybody to notice you thought it was only you, right? You were like, no, I'm the only one who feels this way. You had no idea. Yes, when I wanted and asked, I was guilted and made to feel selfish. It's like, why even try when I have no idea what to do? I can relate to that. And Brandis, now listen, you keep your comments coming in. I'm going to touch this for just 1 minute. When we learned at an early age with emotional pain that wanting led to pain, we said, fuck that. Not only am I not going to want what I want, I'm not going to ask for what I want, I'm not going to go for what I want, I'm going to make damn sure I don't even know what I want because it hurts too bad. Okay? Yes, true for me. I wanted things. My mom got them for me, but I had to hide it from my dad, who was my source of love when I was little. Look at what kind of things that's going to create in Christy's mind. Okay? And it's no joke. These things affect us for the rest of our lives. And that happens to others. Had a little snag with my comments there for a minute. Got scolded. Avoidance, mostly unconscious at this stage. The truth is, I had someone to help keep the peace. Yes, I can relate. I was told I was too sensitive. Playing small, not believing I can have it. The very first day of first grade in Catholic school, I was called a Jezebel for wearing a sleeveless dress. No idea what it was. I just knew that it was really bad. Okay. And these are the kind of things that haunt us for the rest of our lives. Found out it wasn't okay for me to want things as I believed it would be held over my head. Oh God, don't let me get what I want, because those mean fuckers are they're gonna make me pay for it for the rest of my life. Yes, told I was a selfish bitch. Already tears. So now when the tears come up, Brandis, breathe deeply enough to let the sadness come up and out. You don't have to just cry about it again. You can actually cry it out. Just observing the extreme poverty around me was evidence that having was sinful, selfish, and only for rich pricks. Now, that wasn't just rich people. That was rich pricks. So it was pretty much dudes. Okay? So dudes are bad. Poverty is not desirable, but it's more noble. It's more noble to be poor. So I'm poor and noble. I'm not going to have that fucking money and be a selfish, rich prick. Sinful. Dad left his body. We weren't rich. Wanting meant impossible to get it. Why want? One of my earliest memories is of my mom saying it's rude to ask for what you want. Selfish people ask. Now, listen, who right now is having any feeling of like, well, holy shit, like that's everybody. Is anybody having a feeling of, God, I thought it was just me, but look, these people one after another saying my story. I wanted my class ring to be a particular color stone. My stepfather asked in exasperation why I always had to be different. I felt scorned and rejected. Now, everybody, as you look at these, as you listen to these, I want you to notice that we're all one. And I want you to notice that every one of these answers are a different facet, a slightly different facet reflection of the exact same thing inside of each one of us,